Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to answer one of the most asked questions on my channel. A lot of people keep asking me about what watercolor paper to use as a beginner or as an advanced artist. If you're planning on selling your paintings, what kind of paper to choose? So I'm going to answer that question. Well, there are many different types of watercolor paper that's available. So you have to know these most important things. First, you should check the weight. So the weight of the paper, you get anywhere between 180 GSM to 40 GSM and so on. So I prefer the 300 GSM because that is heavy enough to take quite a lot of water. And it is just my preference because I use a lot of water when I'm working in watercolors, and I find that to be more comfortable. So you can try it out. You can try out different variants and decide which one is good enough for you. The next thing you need to remember is you get different kinds, as in rough, cold pressed, hot pressed, and so on. In Arch you also get satin grain, and there are various things. So you might want to try out these different things and then decide which one is for you. I suggest buying this. This is Brustro Assorted set. I will have the link in the description below. I don't know if the A5 is still available, but you can see, last I checked the A4 was available. If you buy the A5 set, you get 4 sheets each of rough grain, cold pressed and hot pressed. So you can buy that set and decide what kind of grain is for you. The next thing to remember is what kind of paper you're using. So I prefer using 100% cotton because somehow I find that is the best. It is the best. 100% cotton is the best kind you can use. But as a beginner, you can choose to use 25% cotton. You also get 100% cellulose, but I have never tried it, so I wouldn't recommend it. But you could start with 25% cotton and then later go ahead and buy 100% cotton, because 100% cotton is no doubt the best. So there are various brands available in India, and you could choose, you could decide which one you want to buy. According to me, Arch is the best watercolor paper that's available. In India they call it Arches, but it's actually pronounced as Arch. The Arch cold press and the hot press, they are both great, and it is slightly on the expensive side. If you're looking for something cheaper, you could go for Fabriano Artistico, or you could also choose some local brands that are available in India which are really good. Chitrapat, I think that's how you pronounce it. It is an Indian brand that's recently available in all art supply stores in India, so you can check that out. But the only drawback is they have rough grain. I have not seen a fine grain Chitrapat watercolor book, so you can try that out. That is great for even acrylic, if you want to try acrylic on paper, but even for watercolor it is great. So as a beginner, you can, if you're too confused about which paper to choose, you can try Brustro. Even this has, this one which I have is 100% cotton, but you also get 25% cotton, and it is a lot cheaper than this one is. And you could choose to buy that. You could also buy Canson Montwell, but I don't know if it is available any longer, because Canson Montwell won't be available for a while since some other company bought it, and I'm not sure, I won't get into the details of that. So just try these out. I'll have a couple of links in the description below of different watercolor papers that are available on Amazon, and you can try that out. So remember 3 things: the kind of grain, the weight of the paper, and how much percentage of cotton it is. So these are the 3 main things to consider when you're buying watercolor paper. So if you want to go for the best, I would suggest 300 GSM, 100% cotton, and cold pressed or hot pressed. Well, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week.